we all know about nice guy energy, and we're nice and we're pleasing. And even though maybe we're good looking and wealthy and still kind of a cool guy, there's like this kind of like niceness energy to it. And it's great. I mean, women need that. They need your kindness. They need that generous spirit, that heartfulness. But those are all the light energies. And if it's just that, it has the potential to get a little boring, quite frankly.
Mm.
And so there's the contrast of darker energies, and that there's this command presence, I think, is part of this absolute clarity, a boldness. There's even a mischievousness to it in my view of how things. It's not like all serious and whatnot. There's like a mischievousness to it, and a lot of that can play out in the bedroom. It can be also outside the bedroom. If you want to become a man who's uniquely attractive to the feminine, you're going to bring both these, not one or the other. Too much light is pleaser, nice guy. Too much dark is misogyny, as bad as sexual abuse. But you put them together and you bring the dark and the light. And it's some of my favorite work to do with guys, when we do some of the command exercises in my workshops or in one-on-one coaching. So it's really powerful. So guys out there, if you kind of suspect you might be that pleaser, nice guy, there's a body of knowledge that you can learn, and I call it knowledge, but it's like there's a body of experiences too that you can be put through, where any guy can really start to build that dark energy. And you're not trying to become a dick. You're trying to become somebody that can bring a different color or flavor, I guess is a better way to put it, a different flavor of energy to go along with the part of you that's a really good man, a good human being. You put those together. So I don't know, any discussion of masculinity, I want to make sure I at least mention that.
Thank you. Yeah, incredible touch.
I really thanks for bringing that up, GS, because I feel that doesn't get talked about overall, like in the big picture of masculinity in men's work. It's only in the smaller pockets when you dive super deep, and it's only in the bedroom. Versus, I feel you bringing it up right now is giving it some air to breathe. And guys aren't going to have maybe some shame or like, oh my goodness, it's dark energy, we don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so
yeah.
Even for myself, you bringing it up was like, okay, like we don't have to talk about this in secret or in shadow.
Yeah.
This is part of the relating.
It gets mistaken for toxic masculinity, which is that's not what we're talking about at all. And we're also talking about it governed by the light. It's dark governed by the light, I think is the best way to describe the energies. So yeah, it should feel more relaxed. Like it doesn't have to be this weird thing or about transgressing. I mean, unfortunately, there's some men's work that goes pretty extreme, where they do advocate kind of, it's pretty it's pretty caveman like behavior. And so unfortunately people think it's always that, but it's not. There's healthier flavors of this dark energy for sure.